I'm Grumps. I'm not so Grump. And we're the GameGrumps.
While Dan sips his tea.
And we're back.
We return.
Yo.
Alright.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections?
Yes.
No, I meant no. I meant no from the beginning.
I don't know why I was shaking my head and said yes. Von Karma, you knew this was gonna happen from the very beginning, didn't you silly boy?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? There he is. Wow. What a powerful vacuum of fun he is at the center of the room. Will the witness state his name and profession?
You know what it is.
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney.
I'm one of the original 6 dicks. Objection!
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please, please.
Please! Ah, finally!
Oh, thank God! That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. Remember this? You've seen it 1,000 times. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. It was Dick number 4. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream.
There were 2 gunshots.
It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
No, there were 2 gunshots, you dope. He was the one who told us that, right?
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. Did I say elevator? The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
So I don't even remember what I'm saying, is what I'm
Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made, and I orchestrated that, so I know it's bullshit.
saying. Yeah.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
And I was very, very into when he was doing it. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, there were 2 gunshots.
Ah.
Yeah, okay. The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream? A painting?
By Edvard Munch.
There's evidence that says 2, right?
Can't remember.
Elevator, no clues. 1 bullet. Fired twice.
Ah, yes.
Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. It happened 15 years ago, I mean.
And I claimed I had memory damage.
I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
And then they came down under.
Since then, it's just been a big parade of muff.
No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time, you stupid bastard.
Did you hear what I said about the muff?
Yes, I heard. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on and exactly how much muff Miles Edgeworth has gotten since college.
Here's the second page. Look at the victim data in this file, you stupid asshole. It says it quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. First shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining
Whoa!
Who was phone?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It could have been used to hunt a deer 10 years ago.
I don't know.
It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
I see. You do have a point. God, I want to suck you off. Mr. Wright, the murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Guess so.
Let's look at that bullet.
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you the proof.
What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Found the victim's body.
What's that other one in the bag?
Oh, there's a bullet hole. It hit him, and then there's a bullet hole. So that's two. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Look at this photograph.
I assure you it will make you laugh.
And what the hell is that in Joey's mouth? Oh, it's blood. He was shot.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime, 15 years ago.
Thank you.
Very good. I can see that the victim is lying there as Gregory Edgeworth.
Wow. Do you want a sticker?
Very good, Judge.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where?
Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. There's a fucking bullet hole over here. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see, a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. I want a
Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor.
What do you think he's driving at, you stupid bat? Alright.
The highway. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door.
The other made him turn around. Bright eyes.
Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he rang out fired.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears.
And I was always told not to turn around. Because you're gonna see my heart breaking. Which is where he was shot! In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
It took me really long to remember the Ace of Base lyrics because those 2 songs sound exactly the same.
Yes, they do.
So
yes.
I thought of Don't Turn Around.
And the sign.
I thought of the next lyrics to the sign.
Yeah, I completely understand.
Yeah. The murderer, of course.
But I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Take a good long look. Try the case summary page. Check it out with your eyes.
The case summary, that's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistola had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one that fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
But I have a bullet that seems to be shot from...
Order! I will have order! So help me, God damn it. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly.
Yeah.
That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. That's crazy. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing? It's all I ever say. Why are you raising an objection?
I don't...
Fucking pussy.
Sorry, jeez, I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No, but you said you'd do it. Nick, you said you get Edgeworth to the claim.
Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry.
They're both just crying at each other in the
I
courtroom.
was so certain of it. I thought I won. And then there was another person who fired the killing shot, but now...
You gave me a police parasol so I wouldn't be hot anymore.
I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick! Stop hitting your camera!
Well, it seems we've finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict.
Will you be one of my 6 dicks?
I'll be 3 of them. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did.
Oh no! He's accepted the guilt!
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here, right now. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have an objection.
Yeah, I mean, let's fight it.
Your Honor, I object.
Tisk, tisk, fucking tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oh,
Nick?
I don't know. This case is perfect.
Oh
It must exist.
Gra!
Second bullet. Huh. What? What did you just say?
no! Nothing?
Second bullet must exist? But where?
Someone took it.
Oh boy. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Yeah. Wait, Your Honor.
More waiting? You got it!
The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright.
Says you.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Because the murderer had to.
Yeah, I would assume so. Really?
Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah, the murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it.
Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? Disembodied voice of a strange child.
Say crazy. Just think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright,
I think I'm going crazy. It feels like I'm going crazy.
Getting fucked while eating my own pussy. Your Honor, if I may ask for 5-minute recess.
I've got something to do. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer.
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes? I guess that's how it would work, yes?
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside, yes.
Oh shit. Oh baby.
The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up a pistol at his feet, and throws it at his feet. The pistol discharges and the bullet...
Show feet.
The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Holy crap. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. Your willingness to just blurt out whatever the fuck pops into your head is truly remarkable. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
It's innocent until proven guilty.
Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick!
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Yeah.
Like, getting fucked while you're eating your own pussy?
Yes, crazy. I just can't sleep. Like Britney Spears. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! Wow!
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Holy shit, is Von Karma the murderer?
Oh my god.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured?
Because he was injured, is what I was gonna say.
Yeah, right. Which would mean...
It could only mean one thing.
He was the murderer in the DL6 incident!
He was the murderer! What?
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth!
That's what I was gonna say!
It was Von Karma! Holy fuck! It was Von Karma!
Man! Oh, jeez! There's
Oh,
geeking
God,
out over there.
man.
Oh, man!
Oh,
God!
God.
Jeez.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
I mean...
No, shit, dude!
No, Your Honor.
You have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it? Yes. Your Honor, there is a suspect, one lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma!
Von Karma. Von Karma?
That's weird. What the hey?
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one whose dick I want to suck so bad? Standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? Humph. I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident? Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Testify!
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. Probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
I know where this is going.
If he didn't have surgery, would he have the scar? You
Well,
mean?
the bullet would still be in it.
Yeah, totally.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane!
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself, even though you definitely can.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait.
I've seen it.
What does that mean? The bullet has to be somewhere.
On TV, I've never seen it in person.
Yeah.
Should be clear about that. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Is that why he always grabs his arm?
Oh, man.
All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence I know how you like it so much. I said that weirdly.
What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot. Oh, that's you.
Evidence.
I think that second bullet in the bag in the end.
That's this one. Isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Taken from Gregory Edgeworth. Oh, okay. No, this is from this murder.
Okay.
And then that one's from Gregory Edgeworth. But if we use a metal detector on his body,
Oh my god.
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is the bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean.
I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Oh my god!
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. Ah!
But I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you.
Deep inside you.
Order, order, order. Order?
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
Shut the fuck up! I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Nigga, I'm scared.
I don't get it.
Oh, there we go. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet.
One of the dicks?
Or metals of other kinds. Mr. Von Karma.
Yeah, you. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
Prove it?
But Mr. Von Karma, can't you prove that? Or prove? No. I have no obligation to prove anything.
You kind of do.
Me.
Is it Mr. Wright who?
Definitely.
Oh.
Oh. Is it Mr. Wright who must prove something here? Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
I have the bullet.
Yes, you do. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
Whoa, whoa.
You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
Sorry.
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I could link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident any day. And here's my final proof. The heckin' bullet.
That's a bullet? For my Valentine, yes. Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth.
Bleh.
The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings.
And that's right. And if it matches the bullet that's in your shoulder, then you may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Neat.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. I learned something today.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets, and then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. That very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth.
Whoa. Muff.
Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Yeah. Help, I can't breathe.
Quiet. I said quiet. I'm not making this any easier.
Stop breathing my air or I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air.
Get away.
A lot of voices.
Get away from my father. I sound like this when I'm 6 years old. Bang.
Oh no. Gosh darn.
It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about it. Everyone who's anyone. Mr. Von Karma. What? Edgeworth, only you were dare to fire me. So, it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Once I'm done bracing myself, so I can bash my forehead against this desk.
15 years earlier.
When everything was wacky. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered you for in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth.
It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? Oh, I guess it's Von Karma saying that.
It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise.
Ow!
Ah,
What the hell?
Shit, fuck. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator doors opened before my eyes. And I saw the little pissant who shot me. Then I took him under my wing for 10 years. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny.
Bang!
Bang indeed.
Bang heard round the world. Bang!
In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him.
Me.
That was me, yes. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. I
Not
would have
really.
gotten away with it too if you weren't for your meddling kids. just.
Whoops.
Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door?
Love Ned.
What? What are you doing? Later. Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now! End it! Very well.
Gavel!
I mean, shit. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. Look at me smile. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty!
Yeah! You win a new car!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
I don't want any adjournment. I just want justice.
Well, don't you need the bailiff to arrest Von Karma?
Yeah, right?
No.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
Yes. So it's finally...
Look how happy I am.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah? No, I was saying, right, it's over.
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you. And what in the butt?
I see. Thank you, Wright.
You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Shut the fuck up, Maya. Treasure this.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth, if you want to graduate to 7 dicks.
She's got you. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Whoop. I feel foolish.
You look foolish.
Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hi, y'all.
Oh, fuck.
Louder!
Yeah, I'm back. Y'all were great in there.
Remember when you wasted an hour of our lives in real time?
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank you all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the first witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I bet got bygones be bygones.
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? I went back to college.
Oh my god.
Gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh?
What?
Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
What?
Oh my god. I can't remember his voice.
All right. He was like, "It's over, Nick," wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
It's over, Nick. My life is over.
Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
You don't look sick.
It's Kiance. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. Do you know what they do there? Sick sticks. She's leaving me behind.
Should have seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for me.
Harry Butch! You come along tonight too! My treat, pal!
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah, what's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh.
Exactly what I get paid for sucking someone off.
What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either.
I mean, it's closer to a little.
$38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
That's a lot of money. $38, no. Oh, Larry, it was you.
What are you so surprised about, Wright?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day, 15 years ago, right before I killed that guy in the elevator. I mean, Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money laying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history. Nah.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else would say you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this. We used to have a saying back in school. Milk, lemonade. Around the corner fudge is made.
Do you remember that one? It meant so much to me.
When something smells, it's usually Butz.
I know!
Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh?
You shut the fuck up, Edgeworth. You should have told me.
No, Nick, it was 15 years ago.
I don't want to fucking hear from you.
Do you think the statute of limitations is run out on Mr. Edgeworth?
Shut up.
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it.
Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, I've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too.
I do not! That's what bothers me! Man, if I had known I'd become a prostitute here.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time, let's go.
And after that, dinner on me. Fuck. Thing fell on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Stupid fucking son of a bitch.
All right.
I'm still mad.
Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. Did I kill anybody? My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye. See you later.
Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first trains for the mountains have already left or whatever. To the station!
Oh, shit!
Here we are at the station.
I guess I'm too late.
Hey!
Ah!
Nick!
Maya!
So you're leaving?
You're leaving.
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can talk to spirits.
You're leaving? No, you're leaving.
Yeah, right you are. I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
I can't be good. What the?
Objection!
Well, wait.
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
What?
Yeah, remember, I don't know, on the last day I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yeah, only her voice, but still, it was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything, and it kind of sounded like a weird child, like...
Yeah, do you remember that?
Well, that's my sister for you. Super fucking dead. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help him. I was useless, Nick.
You were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up.
The bullet.
Yeah, the bullet. Cause she took it from him.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to the L6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick!
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
Nick! I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay, I'll be waiting, I guess.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless and stupid
Shut the fuck
and
up.
fat.
What?
What? Maya.
What the hell did you just It's like, bye! Like on the
So
chain, like
this is
waving.
it.
Bye! Get the fuck back! See you soon, Maya. Wow.
Thanks, Nick.
Oh, these pearls are falling out of my eyes. Stolen. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters.
Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim.
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. I guess that's it.
Oh, yeah! I loved it! Yeah! We did it!
Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright!
Phoenix
Finale!
Phoenix Wright.
Oh, wow!
Phoenix Wright. Oh, hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came to talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoop. Detective Gumshoe.
Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
He's a weird douche. But I love him. God
These
knows
are
I
like
love him.
post-credits Marvel scenes. Who gives an F?
Okay.
All right,
Into
well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, I can always do without Butz.
Yeah.
Working at a cheese shop.
Yeah. Well, until next time, we love you, everybody.
I love you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks for watching Phoenix Wright all the way through, all 5 of you.
Woo!
Woo! You did it. You're our favorites. You made it.
You did it.
You're our favorites.
You.
Accept the compliment.
Bye. Oh. Good work, dude.
Good work.